Hi everyone, so this video is going to be my end of June updates, and I'm going to start with Brassavola cucullata, and it bloomed for me and I didn't even notice. So just one flower this time, but here you go. Yeah, it was a surprise when I saw it. And this is my Paraphalaenopsis labukensis crossed with Seidenfedenia mitrata, and it's been repotted. It's repotted in the same pot because if I removed the charcoal, I think it would have broken off some roots. So I just decided to leave it, and I've used moss instead of rock wool, and it's pushing out a bunch of new root tips. So I think this guy's in good shape. And this is my Oceoclades monophylla, and I believe that is a flower spike. The leaf that it pushed out is not very big, but I think that's okay. So in my last video, I mentioned on my Cattleya dormaniana, there was a piece that was growing sideways and kind of downwards that was bothering me. So I did end up cutting it off and I put it here. I also think that piece had an issue with spider mites, so this has been sprayed. I was thinking about whether I wanted to actually keep this or throw it out, but the new growth is actually growing again, and I think there is a new root tip coming out as well. So in time, I'll probably give this one away. And this is my Bulbophyllum sanguineopunctatum, and I decided to remove it from the mount and pot it up. So the top part is the same rock wool stuff that was on the mount with all the moss, and then there's a layer of orchiata and a layer of leca, and I have the pot sitting in some water just so it stays moist for longer. And it looks like this latest bulb is a lot bigger, and I think it's because that it's able to stay moist for longer, so I think that's a good sign. Broughtonia has been pushing out new growths. This is the latest one and looks pretty good. It's a little dry. I need to water this weekend, but yeah. And this is my Dendrobium formosum. I feel like it should be doing better at this point. There was a time where even though it had a lot of roots, it felt a bit wobbly, but right now it seems a bit more stable, which is good. I still keep this bag over the plant to keep the humidity in, and I think that definitely helps. It's going to be at least another year till I get like a nice, like proper growth. And this is my Cattleya Itsy Bitsy diamond orchids, and you can probably tell it's not looking good at all. For whatever reason, that green root, it never continued growing, so the plant is very dehydrated, but there is a new eye on it, so there's potential for this to recover, and I hope it does because I did pay money for this one. So I think the plan today is to give it a soak in a solution with the seaweed extract, and hopefully that will help. But for now, I just have it, I've unpotted it, I put in here with a bag on top to keep the humidity in. And this is Cloecia amazonica, and I have officially started watering it, so it's in full growth mode, so that's great. And this is a Cattleya seedling from one of our culture classes, and it's pushing out a new growth. I think I'm gonna move it and put it in a cup just so it has more humidity around the root area. This is my Mormodes rosea. I moved it here, it's in spike, and it has 5 buds on it. And this is my, I think it's Taiwan Firecracker era. I've repotted it in orchiata bark. The pot is slightly bigger. I didn't want a too big pot, so it's still hanging out of the pot, but I'm hoping the orchiata will be better than just the plain lava rock, which I had before. It's still in the lava rock, I didn't remove it, but just extra media around that. And this is my Bulbophyllum Princess Bajaratana, and it has a new growth. I did lift it slightly just so it wouldn't bump into the other plants here. And this is my Paraphalaenopsis laycockii, and I think it's officially gone. I did try, but did not make it. That's okay. It seems like this plant is no longer really that rare, so I think I could get another one relatively easily, so I might just do that. This is Ctsm gladiatorium crossed with barbatum, and it's almost ready to be watered. At least this growth is. This one isn't, but once this one is ready, I will just water it. This is Ctsm Spitzii red, and it's starting to grow its new growth. Not quite ready to be watered yet. It's behind the gladiatorium crosses barbatum. And I just noticed today my Ctsm discolor has pushed out a new growth, which is really good. I also noticed that it has pushed out some new root tips, which I wasn't really expecting. I did fill up the water a little bit just so I was worried there wasn't enough humidity, but it looks like the roots are kind of growing in the water, which is fine. I'm not really watering this at all, so I think that is good for this plant. So that's very exciting. And this is my Staurochilus erinaceus. I think this growth point is done. It is pushing out a keiki on the side here and also here as well, so that's good. And this is my Brassavola implexa. I've repotted it into moss and orchiata. I actually split it into two parts, but the other part didn't survive because I don't know if I showed it in the last video, but this plant was looking not very good, so that's why I decided to repot it. Seems a little bit better now, but obviously it's going to take a bit of time to recover, but so far so good. It's a little crispy, so I need to water it. This is my Firecracker mysticina, and it's pushing out a new growth there. It did actually also bloom for me, which is really good. The flower was a bit wonky, so I didn't take a video of it, but I'll just post a photo somewhere here so you can see what it looks like. Super cool. I think it lasted about a couple weeks, I think. I don't really remember, but it wasn't super short, so that was nice to have. And this is my Dendrobium lowii. It has a lot of growths, which is great. And I noticed there's something growing at the top as well. I don't believe it's a flower spike. This plant is way too small, but there's more growth growing there, so I think that's a good sign. And this is my Staurochilus fasciatus, and the roots haven't grown since last time. I have brought it into my shower a few times. I did forget this week just to help keep this like watered, I guess. It's hard to water it because the roots are only here. And I also moved the humidifier here as well just to help get the roots going, but it's not really doing much of anything, so a little concerned that this might not do well. But also possibly it will just suddenly have a growth spurt when the weather gets a lot warmer. And this is my Dendrobium moschatum pink, and this new growth is doing pretty well. I think I might fill this with water, just so, kind of like semi-hydro where there's like a reservoir, so it's always kind of moist. It's only in lava rock, so I don't want to have an issue with watering this plant, so I think that will help with it. And last but not least, this is my Vanda roblegiana, and it bloomed except for this one. That's okay. These leaves look really awful though. I have sprayed it with a fungicide twice already. I probably should cut them off, but it's quite difficult. I don't really want to cut off the crown. I'm just kind of waiting. Especially this one was quite difficult to cut. The good news is this keiki at the bottom is very clean, so that's a good sign. Alrighty, so that's my video for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!